Oh yeah, then we went to the Museum of Sex. Okay, it ended up being a lot more educational than I expected, right? And they had an extra deal where if you pay like $5 extra, they'll give you this. And so I got this and I was just squeezing it the whole time. I remember telling Giri, is me being here mean anything good, right? I'm learning a lot. And she's like, Numi? Yep, sweetie, you're doing great, sweetie. And so I believe that I was doing a really good job. And then there was this 4D ride. So I went on this 4D ride with Giri and the guy comes up and says, you guys are about to experience an orgy. And I kind of, I go, okay. I have no words to describe what that experience was, but I remember turning over to Giri and said, does this mean I'm not a virgin anymore? And she said, oh, we left that ride just speechless. But I remember, like, you're kind of going in between boobs, into the holes, into the cracks, into every single crevice, while people are just like going all around you. While we were on the orgy ride, I go to Giri and I was like, hey, you want to touch my ass? And she was like, what? And then I brought up the stress ball. I gave her a heart attack. It was so funny. And then when the people in the ride reach the climax, it just sprays mist and water in our faces. And then I just look at Giri again and I'm like, this counts, right? I think if anybody's ever in New York, I urge you all to just experience that, because that was unlike anything I've ever seen before. I guess it makes sense, huh? But I mean, it's unlike anything I've ever experienced in my life. But yep. And then there was a stripper pole experience there too, where you have to do poses. And I kind of ate that up also. I was like, I'm kind of eating. I'm doing so crazy right now. And then Giri posted a picture of it, but you go down a slide and you come out of an asshole. It was an experience. There was this one game where you throw balls into a hole, and if you win, you get a crown that says Sex God. Can you guys guess who won? Because it wasn't me. It was Onibro. And so he had this crown that just said Sex God. And I was like, okay, buddy. All right, cool. Nice. Okay. And he was just laughing. Pointing and laughing. I ended up winning a game where you're in these bathroom stalls and you have to yank on weenies. And then I won a donut. Hey, yippee. And actually, there was also a really historical part of it as well, where you're just... there were weird historical artifacts, but then there were also books on how to make love, how to properly eat somebody. And I said, I need this. How do I break this glass and take it? How am I gonna become a god if I don't even know what I wasn't taught in class? And I didn't, obviously I didn't grab anything, but it was from like the 1940s. It was so funny. Oh my gosh. I was just there was only 3 seats, and it was this little room where they're playing a bunch of a bunch of videos of movies that kind of help transition into a more like a sex positive society, right? And then we're just sitting here. I'm just sitting next to Giri, and we're like, wow, this is so informal. And then all of a sudden, we were just watching an X-rated video together. I was like, oh my god. I never thought I would watch stuff like that with Giri next to me. I had no words. There was this weird 360 movie that played talking about sex. You know, it was just a lot of sex, and I was like, wow, it really makes a person want to get out there, huh? Did I do anything about it? No, I didn't. And that's okay. While we were on the orgy ride, I hate that out of context. Out of context, that sounds so bad.